Welcome to today's video all about writing the perfect outline. It's really very simple and I'm going to show you how. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you a link to a sample outline that you can use as a template. Let's jump in. This is called the alphanumeric outline, and it's going to use Roman numerals, uppercase letters, Arabic numbers, and lowercase letters. So each one of these is a part of the paper or the essay, a section of it, and then as you go deeper into each section, so let's say we have our first main idea indicated by a Roman numeral, and then we have support for that main idea that's going to be indicated by an uppercase letter. Don't worry if you don't get this, because you can look at the template at the end of the video. Then you are going to use Arabic numbers if you're further giving points that support your case. And then again, lowercase letters if you're going to be using even more support for your main idea in this one section. Let's see this in action. So here's a paper, perhaps a persuasive essay or an argumentative essay or even a research paper that somebody's writing about marijuana use and why it's dangerous for mental health of teens and young adults. This essay will have 3 sections. The first on the correlation between marijuana use and mood disorders, the second between marijuana use and the rewiring of the young brain, and then the third section would be more of a persuasive section where the author would be trying to advocate for information and education. So let's dive into the first main idea and its subdivisions. Again, this is my first section. It is the first main idea that I'm presenting in this paper. So the first support for my main idea, indicated by a capital letter, would be that marijuana use alters serotonin levels. That's a brain chemical that stabilizes mood. Again, in this first section is a second idea. So I'm going to continue with the B, and it worsens depression if the person already is depressed, and a further idea linking it to bipolar symptoms. So there's your first section with 3 supporting ideas in that section. Remember that all of the points that you include in A, B, C, and even D, if you continue, they should all be related to and supportive of the first main idea or your first section. So let's look at how we can further support our big idea here in this first section. The big idea in the first section is marijuana use alters serotonin levels. So I want to show support for that. I'm going to use an Arabic number. Serotonin is actually a mood stabilizer. There's the second support for the idea A that supports the first section, Roman numeral 1. So in this section, I would have 4 supporting points for the idea that serotonin levels are altered. And here you see how each point absolutely must support the previous point that it's related to. So what outlines do is that they create a hierarchy of ideas. It's a visual structure that you can see where each point beneath it in its relative subheading supports the one ahead of it. Again, an alphanumeric outline is nothing more than taking your main idea, which is your thesis, breaking that down into the sections or the other main ideas that you want to use to support your thesis, and then continuing to drill further down depending on how much support you want to give your main idea. And so the order then is the Roman numeral, uppercase letter, Arabic number, and lowercase letter. A good outline visually organizes your thinking and brings mental relief, a little bit like when you clean up your messy workspace and all the papers are put away and your office space or your room looks clean. It feels a little bit better. There's some kind of a relief there. And here at this bit.ly address, so bit.ly/sample my outline, you can see exactly, and you can use as a template, the structure of the ideas. So I really hope that I brought some value to your thinking and to your writing process today. And if I did, please consider subscribing or giving me a thumbs up. Check back on the channel for other helpful writing hints for writing intros and conclusions and visual mind mapping, and other great things that we all need when we are producing content.